than pointing. Okay, so this is the following problem. Suppose you're gathered with some friends, in a circle, and you can point at each other however you want, or yourself, whatever, it doesn't matter. And you can point at more than one person, use all your fingers or your feet or whatever you want. So maybe you point at 3 of your friends or something, and they point at 2 or 3 of their friends or whatever, and one person is pointing at 10 people, and somebody isn't pointing at anybody maybe, or and various people are pointed at also, right? So the question is, could we arrange a pattern of pointing so that everyone was more pointed at than they are pointing at others? So in other words, maybe there's 7 people pointing at me, but I'm only pointing at 5 people, and maybe there's, 20 people pointing at you, but you're only pointing at 15 people or something like that, right? So I want to know, there's a similar question on Twitter. For a group of people on Twitter, could you arrange that everyone has more followers than following? Yeah, it's the same question.
Yeah.
Mathematically, it's identical.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, it's not identical because I said you could point at yourself, and I think that's not. Can you follow yourself?
No, I don't think so.
I
No.
don't think you can. Okay. So can you arrange it so that everyone is more pointed at than pointing? And in my book, I give a couple of different proofs of this. I think I give an induction proof, and then there's another proof. I think there's 3 different proofs in there. But why don't we just talk about my favorite proof? Suppose it were possible to arrange that we're all more pointed at than pointing. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to agree. We're going to give $1 to everyone that we're pointing at.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what happens? Everybody made money because I was pointed at by more people than I'm pointing. So I got $10, but I only paid out $7. And similarly, you got paid $20, but you only paid out $15. So if everyone is more pointed at than pointing, then everyone makes money. But it's obviously impossible for us to make money as a group by just trading money with ourselves.
Mhm.
And therefore, it can't be possible that we're all more pointed at than pointing.